Okay, so another class, array list group. So main method. Now, so we saw how to declare the array list, right? So array list an new array list. So an array list part of which interface? It's list interface, right? So if I write list array list equal to new array list. Okay. If I write like this, let me import. Okay. So this is also fine because array list implements list interface, right? So you can do either this or this is also fine. Okay. This is also fine. And this is also fine. List, this is the object, and this is the array list. But we can't say list object equal to new list because we can't create object for any interface, right? So now declare, we have declared, right? The array list. Declare array list. Okay. Now what we are going to add? Ar as the object dot add, right? So add, for example, I am adding s. Now again ar dot, and I am adding suppose a. A
ये
is
मार्टन यार
dot.
लिस्ट है ना मेरे को इंपोर्ट नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ आई एम गेटिंग रिमूव टाइप टाइप आर्ग्यूमेंट बोल के आ रहा
No, you have to remove, add manually then import java dot util dot list.
है ओके हो गया जावा डॉट यूटिल लिस्ट आ गया लेकिन वो ऊपर है ना यूटिल डॉट आर लिस्ट वो नहीं आ रहा है वो मैनुअल ऐड कर सकते हैं
हाँ, manually add steps. Okay, so this is what type of, it is homogeneous or heterogeneous? Can anyone tell
ओमो
how it is homogeneous? It is homo plus heterogeneous, right?
बहुत
Because we have not specified any, right? So it will accept anything. So suppose dot add, I'm saying 100.
करेक्ट करेक्ट वी कैन यूज एमओ एमओ एंड एक्टर राइट
Right.
homogeneous vector okay
So if we don't specify any data type, then it's a homogeneous heterogeneous. It will support all. Okay. Now I have added three. Let's print this one. So ARR. Okay. Now if I just print, right? So I will get a output. Let me run this one. Okay, now this is coming, right? Sam. Okay, now the method, right? Add all. This add all method, what it does to add collection to different collection. Okay, so this is complete a collection, right? The list of all the objects. This is a collection, one collection. AR list. Okay, now we have to add another collection, right? So how to add that? Suppose now I'm saying array list, and now I'm parameterize, for example, is homogeneous again, and array list 2 equal to new array list, right? Okay. Now here also this is string we can pass and it's optional. Okay, there is no issue. But this one you have to put if you want to only store string data. This one is optional. Either you can put or not. It's completely fine. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, this object dot now add all method, right? So add all, you can see the second one, collection, right? So add all collection. So which collection we have? This one, right? Take this object, and so basically what we are doing, we are combining both the collection in one collection, right? So now if I say system.out.println, right? And just comment one message after after adding collection, adding collection. Okay. So what is this one, right? So what exactly we have now? Let's see. So let's print this one. So basically we are adding both the collection in one collection, means add all, right? Add all is add all collection means one collection to another collection. That is the purpose of add all method. Add all method. Okay. Now after adding, this is collection SAM. Okay. Now suppose I want to remove, right? Okay. Now let me on this also let me create one or two. Or so this is this will take string parameter, right? So I'm adding. Okay. So the Tom is in different one, and this one is a different, right? The moment you add, you will get also here Tom is going to. Okay. Now you can see Tom is also adding includes SAM, right? So this is the uses of add all method. Okay. Now we'll see the remove method. Is the use of remove method. So basically, it will remove collection elements. Okay, whatever we have elements. Okay. Now how to use remove method? Remove all method. So we will say this is our second, right, object, array list 2 dot remove all. You can see collection, right? Remove all collection. Yes. Now, which one we added? We added this one, right? Okay. Now, this is our object. Okay. Either you can do vice versa. Either you can say this array list and then remove this one, or you can say this one, remove this one. So we'll use the second one and we want to remove the first one. So technically we are removing Sam, right? So now if I say system.out.println and just a message after removing, right, collection, after removing the collection, which one we are removing? So we are removing anyone. That's okay. Or we can say, sorry, or we can say this one we want to remove. Now, if I run, first time we have added, right, in one place. Now again we are removing. So if I run now, the output will be different. Now see, we after removing only we have SAM. Tom is not part of this list, right? Because what we did, this is for the second one, and we had added Tom. Now what we want to remove, right? So we remove here the second one. So the second one is for Tom, right? So we have removed it. That's how it is. So we added and then we remove. So you can do vice versa. You can do this one also. This array list, this object, whatever, right? We have added. At the same time, we can also use this one. This one. Okay? And again,
कहाँ है? एक क्वेश्चन है. हेलो.
बोलो क्या क्वेश्चन है?
See, आपने रिमूव किया ना? Added array list, okay? वो first one का yes a and we should remove. वो सब रिमूव करना है ना?
हाँ.
टॉम छोड़ के बाकी सब रिमूव करना है. अभी इधर दिखा रहा है रिमूव वाला दिखा रहा है या जस्ट टॉम रिमूव कर दिया बाकी का दिखा रहा है?
टॉम रिमूव होके बाकी का दिखा रहा है. तो हमने क्या किया, जो एरे ये जो था फॉर एग्जांपल, सो बेसिकली क्या होता है, अभी यहाँ पे मैं बोला वाइस वर्सा, मतलब हम डायरेक्टली इसको ऐसे कर सकते थे. ओके, हमको सिर्फ सैम चाहिए, फॉर एग्जांपल ये वाला चाहिए, सैम चाहिए, और हमको रिमूव ऑल पे कौन सा रिमूव ऑल चाहिए, हमको टॉम नहीं चाहिए फॉर एग्जांपल. ठीक है, अभी जब हम प्रिंट करेंगे, राइट, तो प्रिंट करेंगे तो ये सेकेंड वाला पे हमको चेक करना है कि क्या है. ठीक है, अभी फॉर एग्जांपल ये सेकेंड वाला ऑब्जेक्ट है, जब ये रन करूंगा तो क्या आएगा. देयर विल बी टू डिफरेंट थिंग. अगर मैं कौन सा प्रिंट कर रहा हूँ, सो मैं प्रिंट कर रहा हूँ अभी सेकेंड वाला.
करेक्ट.
हमने बोला अभी सेकेंड वाला को यहाँ पे बोला रिमूव करो. ठीक है, तो अभी सेकेंड वाला रिमूव किया तो हमको सैम मिल गया. वी आर गेटिंग फॉर दिस, राइट. अगर हमको सिर्फ टॉम चाहिए फॉर एग्जांपल, राइट, सिर्फ टॉम चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारे पास टॉम था, राइट? टॉम, ये रिमूविंग ये सारा था। तो अगर उस केस पे हमको क्या करना है, बिकॉज फर्स्ट वी आर एडेड, लेट मी कमेंट दिस वन, will create confusion. Okay. तो बेसिकली हमारा ये जो ऐड हुआ, राइट, ऐड ऑल, तो ऐड ऑल हमने क्या किया, ये सेकेंड वाला जो टॉम वाला लिस्ट है उसमें हमने सारे को ऐड कर दिया था, राइट, ऐड ऑल। तो ऐड ऑल ये बेसिकली फर्स्ट वाला लिस्ट का सारा सेकेंड वाला लिस्ट के साथ ऐड हो गया, ठीक है, इसलिए हमको ये आया था टॉम
अरे
सैम।
ब्रो, अप टू 21 रो नंबर है ना, 21 तक मेरे को समझ गया, क्योंकि आपने फर्स्ट लिस्ट का और सेकंड फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्ट और सेकंड ऑब्जेक्ट में ऐड किया, फिर सेकंड ऑब्जेक्ट में और एडिशनल एक ऐड किया, तो आपने प्रिंट किया, आ गया वो। ओके, आई गॉट इट। द थिंग इज 24 25 क्या बोल रहे हो आप? रिमूव किया ना, अरे लिस्ट फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्ट है, सही है ना? आप रिमूव और अंदर अपने अरे लिस्ट सेकंड ऑब्जेक्ट का ऐड किया, सो इसमें किसका रिमूव हो रहा है? मेरे को वो कंफ्यूजन है।
ओके फाइन। तो अभी मैं फिर से दिखा रहा हूँ, तो अभी मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये हमारा लेट्स प्रिंट।
ये ऐड किया है आपने, फर्स्ट ऐड को मिक्स करके और एक सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्ट में एक एडिशनल ऐड कर रहा है, करेक्ट है?
करेक्ट।
ओके, ये समझिए।
ये मैं एक बार प्रिंट कर लेता हूँ फिर क्लियर हो जाएगा। एक बार प्रिंट करने को। ओके, अभी यहाँ पे हमने ये ऐड करने के बाद, ठीक है, टॉम सैम, तो हमने क्या
टैम
ऐड
ऐड,
किया,
टॉम ऐड हो गया सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्ट
टॉम
में।
ऐड हो गया सेकेंड। तो हमने पूरा ये फर्स्ट वाला जो ऑब्जेक्ट है जितना भी एलिमेंट था
हाँ,
हमने
सेकेंड में
सेकेंड
प्रिंट किया,
वाले में ऐड कर दिया, राइट?
करेक्ट।
तो हमने सेकेंड वाला जब प्रिंट किया हमको पूरा ए प्लस बी मतलब 1 + 2 दोनों,
आ गया।
और दोनों आ गए। ओके, अभी रिमूव वाला क्या करना है,
हम्म,
बेसिकली रिमूव ऑल जो मेथड है वो पट्टी स्पेसिफाइड जो कलेक्शन है उसको रिमूव करता है, ठीक है, वो रिमूव कर देगा लिस्ट में से। तो अगर हमको टॉम को रिमूव करना है तो हमको क्या कौन सा रिमूव करना होगा, एरे लिस्ट 2।
अरे टू,
अगर
हाँ,
अगर हमको सैम रिमूव करना है तो
अरे
हमको
लिस्ट,
एरे लिस्ट रिमूव करना है। तो
हाँ,
रिमूव ऑल का है, फॉर एग्जांपल अभी करेंटली कहाँ पे है सारा अवेलेबल, एरे लिस्ट 2 पे, राइट, अवेलेबल है सारा ए 1 + 2। तो हमने क्या किया, अभी ये सेकंड वाला लिया ऑब्जेक्ट डॉट, अभी यहाँ पे हमने दिया रिमूव ऑल। तो
करेक्ट।
रिमूव ऑल मेथड में हमको अभी सैम नहीं चाहिए, ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल हमको सैम नहीं चाहिए, सिर्फ टॉम चाहिए। तो हम क्या करेंगे, जस्ट सिंपली ये एरे लिस्ट जो ऑब्जेक्ट है इसका, इसको हम पास करेंगे एज ए पैरामीटर, ठीक है, यहाँ पे
मतलब
डालेंगे,
उसको छोड़ के बाकी सब डिलीट करो।
राइट राइट। अब हम क्या करेंगे,
हाँ,
सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन जब लिखेंगे
और
तो
टू,
यहाँ पे मैसेज
हाँ,
आफ्टर रिमूविंग,
हाँ,
ठीक है, रिमूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट फॉर एग्जांपल।
हाँ।
अब हम प्रिंट करेंगे सेकेंड वाला, सेकेंड वाले पे क्या होल्ड कर रहा है, राइट?
ओके, अभी
अब
टॉम रिमूव होगा, सही है ना?
राइट, टॉम मूव नहीं होगा, सैम रिमूव होगा ना, क्योंकि सैम हमको रिमूव करना है, राइट?
ओके, वही मैं
सैम
पूछा, रिमूवल में अंदर किसको डिलीट करना है उसको ऐड करना है, या किसको डिलीट नहीं करना है उसको ऐड करना है, मेरा क्वेश्चन।
जिसको डिलीट करना है उसी को ऐड करना है। अभी देखो, अभी सिर्फ टॉम आ रहा है, राइट, सैम का नहीं आ रहा है ना। Sam is not part of now the after removing AR, because AR list जो ऑब्जेक्ट है वो AR लिस्ट का है ना, हमने इसको
हाँ,
रिमूव
हाँ,
कर
हाँ,
दिया, right? तो रिमूव करने के बाद हमारे पास क्या बचा, अभी सिर्फ टॉम बचा, एंड टॉम इज पार्ट ऑफ एरे लिस्ट 2 ऑब्जेक्ट। अभी क्लियर हुआ नहीं हुआ?
समझ गया। इन केस आर लिस्ट जगह में मैं टॉम मेंशन किया तो खाली टॉम डिलीट होगा, आर लिस्ट पूरा आएगा, सही है ना?
हाँ, यहाँ पे अरे लिस्ट 2 अगर रिमूव करना है तो उसमें फिर वाइस वर्सा हो जाएगा, तो हम फिर बोलेंगे अरे लिस्ट
अरे लिस्ट डॉट रिमूव ऑल, अंदर के आर लिस्ट 2 डालना पड़ेगा।
2 डॉट, करेक्ट। जो यहाँ पे पास करता है उसको रिमूव करता है।
ओके
ठीक है,
ओके, गॉट इट, समझ गए।
ओके ओके। नाउ अभी
और एक है ना, सॉरी इंटरप्ट यू अगेन, रो 18 है ना, आपने दिखा आर एल स्ट्रिंग लिख रहे हो, क्यों स्ट्रिंग लिख रहे हो? खाली स्ट्रिंग ले रहा है इधर, इंट नहीं ले रहा है ना?
ये वाला जो है होमोजीनियस प्लस हेट्रोजीनियस है, इसमें कोई
सही
भी
है।
डेटा आएगा, क्योंकि हमने
हाँ,
स्पेसिफाइड नहीं किया, बट यहाँ पे हमने स्पेसिफाइड किया। अगर
ऑन द
यहाँ पे मैं, हाँ यहाँ पे अगर मैं फॉर एग्जांपल ये स्ट्रिंग निकाल के फॉर एग्जांपल अगर कोई इंटीजर वैल्यू डालूंगा तो वो एरर आएगा, राइट? बिकॉज ये
हाँ
होमोजीनियस है ना, क्योंकि हमने ऑलरेडी स्पेसिफाइड कर दिया था यहाँ पे। और यहाँ पे हमने दोनों को अलाउ किया, क्योंकि हमने हार्ड कोडेड नहीं किया कि स्ट्रिंग चाहिए कि इंटीजर चाहिए, राइट? एंड एरे
करेक्ट।
लिस्ट का ऑब्जेक्ट हम ऐसे भी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, ऐसे भी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। वो मतलब दोनों दोनों प्रोसीजर्स मतलब सिमिलर है, बिकॉज लिस्ट इज इम्प्लीमेंट एरे लिस्ट, मतलब लिस्ट जो इंटरफेस है वो एरे लिस्ट इम्प्लीमेंट करता है, तो हम ऐसे भी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। ओके,
एंड
एंड
सेकेंड थिंग,
दिस
आपने ये ब्रैकेट डाला ना, लेस और इक्वल, हाँ, instead of
दिस
square bracket we can use this one also, this symbol.
व्हिच वन लाइन नंबर?
Same what you're talking, 10 RA list बाद में लेस और ग्रेटर देन डाला है ना सिंबल? हाँ
दिस
वही है।
वन, राइट? हाँ, this is optional. You don't, you can pass. It's optional.
स्क्वायर
If
ब्रैकेट
you,
also, or you can just, oh,
no. Square bracket should be, but the parameter like string parameter, it's optional. Right hand side.
10 we are not using, you are using both, right, homo and hector, but you are using again that greater and less than symbol, right, in 10 column, row number 10.
So this is for homo plus hetero, right? Because I
So
have
after
not.
RA list you added less or equal symbol, right?
Ah, this is, yes. So we have not defined anything. This is the syntax,
No,
right?
instead of that, we can add a square bracket. I'm asking. Actually, usually in array list, we're using square bracket, right?
Right.
This is the format.
Array list, right? Array list, for example,
Hmm.
this one, and al equal to new array list.
Square bracket.
This one you are saying. So this,
Yeah,
see, now,
actually, usually last class you showed square bracket, bro. This time you're using greater and lesser than. हम दोनों यूज कर सकते हैं क्या? मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, मेरे क्वेश्चन हो गए।
ये लास्ट टाइम का लास्ट सेशन का ये था, फॉर एग्जांपल ये हमारा लास्ट टाइम का था, array लिस्ट कैसे ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करता है।
सो फॉर्मूला ऐसे आता है क्या? ओके। हम्म।
ओके, नहीं दिया ना इसमें हमने, राइट?
नहीं, स्टार्टिंग में आपने आरए लिस्ट आपने दिखाया, पता है हमको, डायमेंशनल, डबल डायमेंशनल में, उसमें आपने मेंशन किया
करेक्ट।
एमओ एमओ सॉरी होमोजेनियस है ना,
हाँ,
उसमें फिक्स किया कितना रो होगा, 5 या 4, उसमें हमने क्या किया?
राइट
वो
राइट।
बात कर
सो
रहा हूँ मैं।
जब होमोजीनियस होगा देन यू हैव टू मेंशन लाइक दिस। ओके, दिस इज द सिंटेक्स फॉर
ओके,
होमोजीनियस।
सिंटेक्स, ये सिंटेक्स है क्या? ओके।
होमोजीनियस, ओके। सो और ये वाला है होमो प्लस हेट। ओके, होमो प्लस हेट्रो, दोनों अलग अलग है। okay? दोनों अलग सिंटेक्स है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमने पैरामीटर पास नहीं किया, हमको इंटीजर चाहिए कि स्ट्रिंग चाहिए वो नहीं किया। ठीक है, एंड दिस साइड इट्स ऑप्शनल, क्या पास कर रहे हैं वो ऑप्शनल है, बट लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इट शुड बी लाइक दिस when you are passing homogeneous. In it comes to heterogeneous, we don't need this. Okay, no parameter, nothing, we just simply write this. Okay, hope you are getting right.
या ब्रो, आई गॉट इट नो।
Okay,
मैं वही
now
सिंटेक्स
we'll
को थोड़ा
see.
क्योंकि है ना आप बोल रहे थे वी कैन had two types of syntax now. So मैं सोचता
Right,
कि
right,
वो greater or lesser than भी we can use instead of this we can use square bracket.
right. So जब भी हमको homogeneous करना है, we'll go with this
Okay.
homogeneous, similar kind of data. जब हमको heterogeneous जाना है, here I just implemented list. You can say array list as well. Okay. If you do this one, it's also correct. And in previous session also we saw, right? That is also correct. Both the way we can do it. Suppose here we have there na array list, string, all. This is also correct. So it's homo and hetero. When it's homogeneous plus heterogeneous, then we'll go like this. We don't specify hard coded here what parameter we want. Okay. Now let's see how to loop. Okay. How to use loop to elements of array list. Array list. So how we can use loop. Okay. So there are three ways. Okay. One is we can use for loop. Second option, we can use for each loop. For each loop, and the third is iterative or iterative. Okay, there are three ways we can traverse through the collection elements. Okay, now first we'll check the first one, for loop. How to use for loop. Okay, so the syntax is for bracket start. Suppose I am saying int I, one variable I created, 0. Okay, now I'm saying I less than, right? So we want to see, right, all this. So we have two, 1 and 2, right? Suppose I want to see for this 2. Okay, so this 2 dot size. Okay, this is one condition. Then now we'll increment the value of I. So it will iterate or using the it will check each and every, right? So here we'll just say system.out.println, and we are saying this object dot get. Okay, get, and here we'll pass I. Let me write it. Out.println. Now I'm saying, for example, this one dot get. Now I'm passing this I. Getting error cannot be resolved by.
Bro, you need to use size or length, bro, here.
This is for loop, right? So no, we have
Equal, right? array list less than या equal डालना है वो syntax सही है क्या?
it should be less than only. This is how we use the for loop, right? You have to use this one.
नहीं वो I है ना equal to less डालना है ना just less डालना आपने equal नहीं डाला इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ.
नहीं
नहीं
equal नहीं डालना है, नहीं डालना है. Will not do. Okay, 1 second. Size, okay.
भाई आई int है वो अरे लिस्ट तो स्ट्रिंग है.
Yeah, correct. It's a string, you know.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yes. 1 second. Let me write one more time. For saying, okay, for I'm saying example, but it should be okay. Guys. And dot size I now system program print element. Now here I'm saying this object dot get. Okay. So what I'm doing here, so int I, okay, I have just created one variable int I to 0. So I less than array list size. Okay, so whatever we have, right, array list, it will go and check one by one. Okay, and here it will going to increment. And now in system, what we system.out.println. Now this is the object for this, right? Array list, and get I. So we need I value, right? So we need I value. It will iterate. So let's run it. We'll see how it happens. So this is like the normal for loop. Okay, we can do that. Okay, now see this till this is output from here, right? After removing array list, and now it is coming one by one, right? SAM, right? SAM. So we iterate from like for this one, right? For collection one. Similarly, we can do for collection two objects, whatever we have, right? So we had Tom. If you just change to this object which we created, same thing we can do. Now we want to get the print of this. Sometimes my IntelliJ is having issue, that's why getting some error. Okay. So now it will, because we have only one, so it is coming Tom, right? So this is how we use loop for collection. Any doubt?
सो यहाँ पे हम एरे लिस्ट के साइज को ये कर रहे हैं ना, लूप
हाँ
में ले रहे हैं,
राइट, साइज को लेना होगा ना।
बट जब हम टॉम लिख रहे हैं तो उसका अच्छा ओके इंडेक्स को ले रहा है ना,
टॉम,
ठीक है
हाँ, टॉम
इंडेक्स
एक ही
साइज।
है ना, तो हमारे पास एक ही है, उसके लिए एक ही प्रिंट हो रहा है। वो इंक्रीमेंट भी कर रहा हूँ, बट कुछ है नहीं। अगर कुछ
करेक्ट
रहता एग्जाम्पल, तो फिर वो इंक्रीमेंट होकर फिर चेक करता आई का वैल्यू, क्योंकि वो एक ही है, इसलिए एक ही बार ही प्रिंट हो रहा है। ठीक है, अच्छा, ये दिस इज वन द फॉर लूप। नाउ वी हैव सेकेंड वन, ईच फॉर लूप, right? And this is the syntax wise, it's very simple. Okay, so here what I have to do, again for, and here we'll say we'll create a string parameter, because we have all this string, right? Whatever we are storing, it's a string. Now I'm saying string. Okay, and again I'm creating any variable, and now what I'm doing here is column. Okay, now I want to iterate for this one, right? I have to see the list. Okay, just pass this one. Okay, just pass this one and system.out.println. Okay, so instead of string, when you pass object, it will take any set of data. Okay, so if you have integer, it's okay. It will because object we have already mentioned, right? Object is also a class, right? And it extend arrays and collection in our previous diagram, if you remember. So when I say object, it will take any kind of data. It could be string, it could be integer, any kind of. So I'm saying object I, it's a variable, and I want to see this one, right? For array list, whatever it's available. So here we'll say system.out.println. Again, I am printing this. So for time being, I'm just commenting this one. The first for loop. Okay. Now we will print for the second. So this is for each loop. It's very simple. The for, then you need, if you have a hard coded string only you want to use, then you will say this, or you can go for object. Okay, object, and then one variable you will create, and then this column, then after that array list, whatever you want to print. Now again we are getting same, right? Because we have same here, right? Similarly, if you have many collection, you can use this for each loop. Are you clear with this? Any doubt, any question? How to use for loop and for each loop? Okay. So again,
दोनों सेम ही है ना, मतलब
नहीं, हाँ सिंक मतलब फंक्शन दोनों का सेम है, बट सिंटेक्स दोनों का डिफरेंट है, राइट? इट्स
हाँ
लिटिल बिट और सिंपल है थोड़ा कंपेयर टू ट्रेडिशनल फॉर लूप, राइट? इसमें हमको ये करना पड़ रहा है ना, कंपैरिजन करना पड़ रहा है, आई लेस देन द ऑब्जेक्ट डॉट साइज, सब करना पड़ रहा है, राइट? बट यहाँ पे फॉर ईच लूप बेसिकली एरे कलेक्शन में यूज करते हैं क्योंकि इट्स वेरी सिंपल टू यूज एंड
Okay.
वेरी इजी टू रिमेम्बर, राइट?
Right.
Okay, now we'll see iterator. Okay, what is this? So iterator will create. So it is basically iterate. So okay. So let me write iterator. So this is actually interface. Okay, iterator and its interface. And I'm saying iterator any reference variable equal to, now which is our first, this is our object, right? You will say object dot another, we have a method called iterator. We'll use this one. So basically it will iterate. The same thing will do. The way we did for loop, each loop, similarly it will do like this also, for this also. So for this, we have to use while, okay, while loop. So now we have to say it, right? This is our object we created. Dot has next one method is there. It will check whatever the next element is there. If same is as we are getting, then it will check next is any other object available, next any. So it will check one after another. Okay, has next. So and now your curly bracket start, curly bracket close. Now we'll see the print, right? So print again the object what we created dot, again we have a next. So it will iterate next. Once it is done with first one, then it will go to next. Okay, this is a method. Okay, has next, it will check is there anything available or not. Okay, so if once it is done, so first has set will check, has next will check what next, and this next will check after what next, then it will move to the next. Then the first next will say, has next will say next what, then the second next will say next this is what. Okay, first one will check and second one will identify. Okay, has next will check and this next will identify. Yeah, this is the next, okay, let's run it. So iterator is nothing, it's the interface. Okay, so basically for we cannot create object for any interface, right? So here we said iterator it equal to this one. So because we can't create, right, any, and this is the syntax for iterate. If you want to iterate any collection list, then this is the way you have to iterate. Okay, this is the syntax. Iterator any object you can create. So based on that. Okay, now you see we are getting the print again. Yes. Okay. Any question? Any doubt?
मकान वो सिंटेक्स है ना, जस्ट कॉल अप
Which one?
कर लो ऊपर जाना.
Okay.
यार आपने जस्ट गो ब्रो टॉप स्टॉप करो. इधर आपने वो सिंटेक्स लिखा है ना, लिस्ट array list डॉट न्यू array list, वो ग्रेटर लेस है ना, मेरे को नहीं आ रहा है. आई ट्राइड इन Eclipse and IntelliJ. We need to add any dependency on this.
See, this is the, so you can
ऑटोमेटिकली वो आ रहा है, इंपोर्ट टास्क कर दिया. ओके, बट वो array list ग्रेटर देन लेस देन है ना, वो सिंबल को मेरे को एरर दिखा रहा है, आर्गुमेंट बोल के दोनों तरफ. रिमूव टू टाइप ऑफ आर्गुमेंट्स बोल के क्या करना है पता नहीं चल रहा है. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस आई कांट बाकी कोड नहीं कर.
we can see them. I have to see it. Yeah. नहीं तो एक काम करो, सारे imports है ना उसको सारे remove कर दो. Maybe you are adding from wrong packages. That may
हाँ
be
ब्रो,
a
मैं
reason.
Eclipse में किया. स्टार्टिंग आपने क्लास स्टार्ट किया ना, उसी टाइम में देखा, फिर मैं उधर रिमूव किया, फिर ओके मैं Eclipse सपोर्ट नहीं करो पर बोल के IntelliJ में लॉगिन किया. इधर भी ऐसे ही आ रहा है. ओके, क्लास होने के बाद
हाँ ठीक. Okay. Now this is done, right? We'll see the another one. So this is for iterator we have completed. Okay. Now we'll see the next one. Okay. So how to sort array list using collection class. So remember in diagram we have mentioned, right? Collection classes and all. Collections, okay, not collection. So collection is the interface and collections is a class. Okay. So let me comment this iterator also. Okay. Now how to sort. Okay. How to sort. We'll see array list, how to sort. Okay. Now I'm saying system.out.println for sorting. So sorting functionality we all know, right? Any data sorting we do. So I'm saying we have this one, right? AR list. Now we'll just pass this one. Okay. Now before sorting, what? Let's print. Let me remove this one. Okay, that's fine. Let's run. Okay. So before sorting, it is coming SAM. right? It's basically a name, someone's name, Sam, right? But it's not sorting, right? It's not sorting order. Sorting means A should come first, right? Then the remaining whatever is there, right? So how to do sorting? So in collections, we have a class collections, okay, and it's a part of java.util package. So just select collections dot. We have some method, okay, sort. So the first one just say sort. Now what you want to sort? I want to sort all the list for this object, right? Whatever SAM. So just pass it. Okay. So what we did using collection method, right? Collections class method, we will now sorting. We'll do sorting. Okay. So let me copy the same line and here we'll say just after sorting. The same thing, right? Because here we use collections method to sort. Now let's run it. Okay. So see, after sorting first, then M, alphabetically it will come, right? The sequence would be like A, B, C, D, this way. But before sorting, it was like SAM, right? So this is another collections class method. So this can be interview question also, how to sort data in collection. So using collections class method called sort, we can do sorting. Okay. So this is we have done sorting. Now again we'll do sorting the similar data in reverse order. Okay. So now sorting array list in reverse order. How to do that? Okay. Now what to do? Again we have to use collections method. Collections. Why I'm giving more stress so you will not we will have no confusion. Collection is the interface and collections is a class. This is also like interview question. Okay, what is the difference between collection and collections? So collections is a class. Now again we'll use collections class dot what to do. Now we'll say again sort because we have to use sort method, right? So now what I am going to do, which this object, right? This is the array list. Okay, dot we have to say collections. Second. What collections dot one method is there reverse order. Why it is not coming? One second. Let me come in this one. Okay, again collections. About the string collections dot sort. Okay, now I'm saying this is our object sort is the issue. Come 1 second. Collections sort collections sort or something. Yeah, this should be the one, but I don't know what's the issue. Now I'm comparing this one, for example, sort collections sort reverse order. Some issue is there. Let me see. Reference. Okay, this one I will cover later. Okay, I found
माखन
some issue.
अ, वो कॉमा जाएगा तो एरे लिस्ट के बाद एरे लिस्ट ऑब्जेक्ट के बाद कॉमा कलेक्शन डॉट रिवर्स ऑर्डर
Array list, comma.
कॉमा
Yes. Section dot sort. Okay, yeah, you're right. यहाँ पे comma है, right?
राइट
Okay, so how to sort this? So we have a method like reverse order. Okay, so basically it will do the print, right? So after reverse order sorting, just I'm saying like this, and what is our, this is our right object. Okay, now the moment I print, right? The moment I print, it will again reverse to SAM. After, okay, it will reverse. Okay, this is the reverse order, like the alphabetically SAM, the means A, B, C, D, that way, right? So M comes in middle and S is comes in last. So this is just reversing the order, whatever the order it is. Okay, so this is what we have a method sorting in reverse order. So we have another method under collections class. Okay, and this is the syntax. Okay. So let me show you another how to shuffle. How to shuffle. Okay, array list. How to shuffle array list. Again, we have collections class, collections dot shuffle. Okay, so you can see that shuffle, right? Just we have to say shuffle, and here we'll pass the list object. So this is our list object. Now just pass it and same go and print. Again, I'm giving some message after shuffling. Now just run it. After shuffling. So after shuffling, this is what happening. The shuffle, it will just shuffle your list. Okay, the collection, all the elements, it will shuffle from left to right, or somehow it will shuffle. Okay, now this is done. Now we'll see another important thing, how to create array list from array. Okay, so how to create array list from an array. So creating string array, I'm just okay, creating string array. Creating string array. So what is the syntax? String, suppose bikes. Okay, this is, and here I will pass all the bike name. Okay, so it will take string parameters, right? So we'll have three, suppose. Okay, three parameters. Okay, this is the syntax, right? So here I am writing Pulsar. Okay, then Honda or anything. Okay, just for understanding. And Bajaj, for example. Okay, so this is the normal we create string, right? Okay, now how to convert to array list? So for that, we have to call that class array list. The first one, array list, right? Now we have to create one object, obj equal to new array list, right? Okay. Here what we have to do, we have to just pass, because we have to pass this, right, by objects. So here we'll say arrays dot, one method is there, as list. Okay, just enter, and now you just pass the object simply for the array list. Okay, so basically this is a normal array we have created, and that we are converting, right? So converting to array list. So this is the method, as list. This is the syntax. Array list object equal to new array list. Now what I am going to do, system.out.println. Now I will print this one, right? This is our current, because after shifting, converting from this one, we need to get the print of this. Now if I run this, I will get the output as a array. So simple array also we can convert to array list. Okay, now you see this coming like this, Pulsar, Honda, Bajaj. So we can convert, how to create array list, how to create array list from array. So from array we convert it to array list. Okay, this is what. So array list we are done. Okay, array list we are done, and so sorry, 1 second. Let me open this. So if you do practice, you will get more clarity. Okay, so but all this concept I have explained. Okay, you just do the practice for this. Now in array list, so in collection, right? Collection is a interface, and it has a collection. Collection is a interface. It's a consider parent interface, and list is a child of list is also a interface, right? And it's a child of collection interface. And array list. Okay. So array list is a class which implements list, right? Interface. Now, Victor we mostly don't use in automation, so I am just skipping. But this linked list, right? This is most important in list interface. So now we'll see the list, linked list. Okay, this is a class and it's implements list interface. Okay, so before I move to link interface, you should know the difference. Okay, so the difference is basically the array list. Okay, so mostly array list and the linked list. You should know the difference. The first difference is array list. We can frequently retrieve the operations, all the right, adding, all this whatever we saw, right? Uh, Frequently, like we use it. Okay, more like adding, get, set, clear, size, remove, contain, is empty, all remove, right? And if you come to linked list, right? Linked list is more in like insertion and deletion operation purpose we use. So the purpose is insertion, means adding, and deleting. This is what we do. So how linked list work, that you should know first. So remember, for all other operation, right, we use array list like get, set, size, clear, remove, contains, is empty, all this. Okay, mostly we do for it. But when it comes to insertion, means adding and deleting or removing, right? So we prefer linked list. Okay. Now, one second. Let me open this. So how? Just 1 minute. Sorry. Yeah. So how linked list work? Okay. So basically, suppose this is your list. Okay. So for example, so you have this, all this, right? It's all these index positions, for example. Okay. So what happened? Suppose you have some value, value 1, okay, for example, value 2, value 3, value 4. Okay, this is how you have the value, all this value. Now, for each value, the previous one, right, would be always null value. So the index position, right, whatever the index, these all are the index, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever. So suppose some data is there, right? Suppose, for example, in this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So by default in linked list, what happened? the value wherever you have, right? The prior one would be always null. Okay, so all this like prior would be always null. So when we write the program, then you will understand better. But you just remember whatever the value in index position, the previous one will by default would be considered as a null value if nothing is there. Okay, so mostly we saw in array, right? What happened when something you want to get the print, suppose zeroth position, but zero there is nothing, so we used to get a exception, right? Null array out of bound exceptions, right? We used to get it. But in case of linked list, you will not get that exception. You will just get null because the linked list has the default value as a null. So because it's a design in this way, if you want to fetch data for 0th position index, right? Whatever, and there is no value. So in that case, you will see null. Suppose now we have a 9 and you want to get for 10th, right? So 9, suppose we have something. Then 10th, obviously in array we saw that we used to get array out of index out of bound, but here we'll get null. Okay, this is only the difference. Okay, now in linked list, there are a few things you should remember. In linked list, insertion. So insertion means adding, basically addition or adding, right? Insertion and removal operation. Removal means deletion. Okay, and this in linked list, all these things are called as a node. Okay, this is called as a node. Okay, so this is your the value wherever you have input, right? This is not an one, like these all the node. Okay, just high level. Okay, this is okay. So main important thing in linked list, insertion means addition or insertion and removal operations are faster compared to array list. Okay, array list is little bit slow compared to linked list. Why the reason is, what is the reason? So because there is no need to resize the linked list, you do not need to resize it. Okay, simply that is the reason. It's faster compared to array list. Okay, second point, array linked list consumes more memory than array list. It will consume more memory because why? For every value, right? The previous one would be considered as a null. So it is occupying, right, extra space for each element. So this is considered all these are elements only. Okay, elements only. So this is element. So for each element, the previous would be as a null. That is why it is occupying more memory compared to array list. Okay. So now array list, the third point, array list provides random access. Okay, random access to any element. Okay, you can just randomly you can do whatever the operation you want. But in linked list, it provides sequence access. So you can get sequence that we'll see in program. Okay, don't worry, just you just remember the points which has what merits and demerits. Okay, so now the fourth one is in array list, the data manipulation, right? The manipulation process is bit slow as compared to linked list. Okay, so because in array list, what happened when a element is removed, right? So it is shifting, right? From suppose S A M, right? So what happened? This is our array list we saw in our program, right? So this is our elements. So this 0 is which index? Like 0th position, right? A is first position and 2 is second position. So the moment you remove something, right? Suppose I want to remove S. Once you remove, it will shift, right? So A will get the place, you know, this one S will replace by A, and this 2, it will shifting here, right? Because it will shift, na? Right to left. So because of this shifting concept, right? If you have thousands of hundreds of data and you are doing remove function and all, right? So it will take time to shifting from his own place to another allocated places. So that is why, in array list, that the remove function when we perform like shifting of element will take place. That's why it's slow. Okay. Hope you understand, right? The difference between array list and linked list. So when do we perform linked list? When you do more insertion or deletion operation, means adding and removing stuff. When you want to do more, then you go for linked list. You should know what to use when. Okay, when to use what. So an array list, the like normal all the methods whatever is there, right? It all the methods adding, then all this get set, all this method you can do. So few methods are there which is available. It's common, okay, because both classes inherit what list interface. So obviously few methods would be same, right? So let me create linked list class, linked list demo. Okay, so quickly write all the common methods. So methods in linked list. Method in linked list. So one method is add. So it will take object. Okay, simple. We saw, right? Second is index, 2 parameters and index them comma object. The third one is add all. So it will take collections, right? We saw collection. Okay, number 4, remove, and again it will take object. Which one you want to remove? Number 5, remove, and it will take 2 parameter index comma obj. Okay, number 6, we have remove all. Remove all. Okay, and again it will take collection. Which collection you want to remove? Number 7, get index, and number 8, there are few more methods, but mostly we use these are the methods, frequently used method. Okay, so there are 8 methods. Okay, now, so set we have already covered it, right? For replacing purpose and all, we use set, add for the insertion, remove for the deletion, and get for the accessing or reading or fetching the data, right? This is what all this. Okay, so but we these are the common method, right? This the common. Let me say common methods. Okay, because we saw these methods, but at the same time we had some special method also. Special methods. Okay, for what? For linked list. For linked list. Okay. Those are add, because already I mentioned, right? The moment you say I need to do more insertion and deletion, right? So we should prefer linked list. That's why they have designed few methods. Okay, specific to linked list. So add first. This is what one method. So basically what it will do at the beginning, okay, at the beginning only, at the moment you say add first, it will add first. It's the at the beginning, at the beginning of index. Just ignore the spelling, okay? Okay, add first. The second method is add last. Last will end of the list. So for example, end of the list, you want to add last, whatever your you know index is there, it will add on last. Okay. Now third, remove first. Similar, sorry. Similar, remove first. Remove first means what we added in first place, right? So remove first. Fourth one is remove last. Remove last. This is also will remove last one, whatever we entered. I don't know why I'm getting error, but okay. Okay. So fifth one is 1 second. Guys. Fifth one is get first. Okay. So basically 1 second. Okay. Get first. Whatever we want to fetch, right? Get first. So sixth one is get plus. By name itself, you are understanding little bit, right? Get first, get plus, all these things. Now the seventh one is push. Push method. Okay. Eighth one is pick method. This is another method, pick method. Ninth one is pop method. 10th one, there are many, okay? Just these are we mostly use, like frequently use, and we should know this. Pick first. 11th one is pick last. Okay, these 11 are the special method which designed for linked list class. Okay, and these are the common which we saw in array list, right? So how to perform all this? Okay. Okay, so how to create linked list? The syntax is declare linked list. Okay, linked list. Okay, how to declare? Now I say linked list. Okay, the second one, linked list. Now suppose I want to specify string parameter. Okay, only string types of data. Then I will say string, and I'm saying just list, the object I creating. And now new, again linked list. Already I mentioned this, here you can pass and it's optional. Either you can pass or optional. I'm not passing. Okay. So this is what the syntax, linked list. Now this is homogeneous, right? Because it will only accept string type of parameter. Okay. Now how to add? So object dot, we have add. This is normal. We saw all these methods, right? So I'm saying John right? Again, I am passing few more name, Paul, one more, it. Okay, this is what we have 3. Now, if I do system.out.println, what I just have to pass it. Okay. Now, if I do print, I will get all this. Okay, this is what, right? John, Paul, Smith. Okay. Now, suppose I'm saying list dot add. Okay. Now I want to add in some place. Now we have John, Paul, Smith, right? I want to place another name in place of Paul. So Paul, currently the position is 1, right? 0, John is 0, Paul is 1, and Smith is 2. Now I want to add something new, right? So I want to replace the Paul current position. So Paul is sitting in which position? 1, right? So I will say 1, then comma, and I add another one. Okay, Peter, suppose. Okay, I want to add Peter. Now, if I print this, okay, let me put one comment. After adding Peter, let's run it. So now you see the changes. So after adding Peter, what happened? John, we didn't touch anything. John, we gave him 0 position, right? But Paul was sitting on first position, so we replace with a Peter in Paul position, and rest. Then the shifting automatically, uh, Paul shifted to second and Smith third. So 0, 1, 2, 3, right? This is how it works. So you can decide who will be sitting where. Okay, this is what we did. So this is common what we can do. Okay, so this also we are adding elements and all. Now this is one collection, right? So this will consider collection 1. Okay, this is completely collection 1. Now, if I want to do collection 2, right? So again, I'm saying let's just copy paste, and here I'm saying 2. And what I'm going to do is again I'm adding, just copy, and I'm adding some Tom, T, Mary, for example. Now what I'm going to do is now just print out. Okay, and obviously it will going to print. I'm not going to repeat this. So now I do add collection 1 to collection 2 to the end of collection list. Okay, so how to do? So I'm saying this list, this is my collection 1, right? This list dot add, right? And here I'm saying list 2. Dot out dot println. 1 second. 1 minute. This is string s2. Okay. Okay. This is fine. So here. Oh, okay. Sorry. It should be list 2 now. Okay. So I'm saying list, okay, dot add list 2, and let's print system.out.println. Getting error. This is our list dot linked list list 2 dot add this add also list 2.
Okay, and we can cover in next class, bro.
Yeah, we can cover it. Sorry.
Okay.
We have
Don't worry. Okay, I'm stopping recording.